Welcome! My name is Debbie and this is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. And I have another project here using my Faith Basics toolbox and a few other things. I made these little folders. They kind of look like a little house with a chimney there, and they open up like that. There's the back, and there's a pocket in the back here where you can stick. This one I just have an envelope with some things inside of there. And they're really easy to make and just a little bit different, kind of cute. They will look good tucked into a pocket in a journal. You could even just use them standalone as a little piece of Happy Mail or something. Here's another one that I made. There's the inside of that one. I turned the doily into a tuck on this one as well. There's the back, a little pocket. And in here I have another little tuck in the pocket here. So the idea for these little house-shaped folders came from Sparkle over at Sparkle Creations, and I'll link her channel below. And I think she said she came up with it. So but I think it's just a really interesting, you know, adds a little extra something that a little different shape or whatever. And she had doors and windows and stuff, so go check her video out too. Really cute. But I thought I would kind of make them into houses and kind of just decorate them. And the papers that I used for these all came from Create with Scrimping Mummy. This is from her Soft Steampunk kit. I really like this one. It's got like kind of steampunky images, but then she softens it up with florals and stuff. So really neat kit if you want to have a look at that one. And this was also from Scrimping Mummy, and this was her vintage wallpaper kit. So that was just one of the papers from there. So I'm going to make another one today, and I picked another one of Scrimping Mummy's. This is also from her Soft Steampunk collection. So I'm just going to show you how to put this together. So the first thing you do is just fold it in half both ways. I didn't print on the back. You don't need to because it will all be on the inside. So I'm just going to, instead of scoring and folding, I'm just going to use my scoreboard. I'm just making sure I'm in frame here, to just fold it in half. I find this easier to fold in half without worrying about measurements and stuff. Just put the one corner up at the top left edge, fold this over, just make sure they're both layers are against this edge, and just give it a crease. And then you can give it a crease with your bone folder as well, just to give it a little bit extra crease. Now, I don't know how this one is going to work for directional, but let me see. So it will kind of go like this. That actually, well, the house is going to come like that. If I do that side, I could do this one. Could do, well, I want this. You want the cut edge at the top and the fold at the bottom. So I think I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put this one at the front because I'm going to cover probably most of this anyway. So just kind of reinforce your scores where you want your front edge to be. And then I just open it up like this, put these two edges together, and give it sort of a house shape. So you can use a template for this if you like. I'm just going to freehand it. So I'm just going to go just from the center there up until however deep I want that. And then I'm just going to cut along the seam. And then when I open it up, I have a house shape and it's symmetrical. So I like that. Oh, what did I do here? I guess it's just the way it's folding. Once you get it, I'm going to stitch mine. Once you get it stitched, that is not going to show anymore. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to actually ink this edge. So this is the edge that will be open for the pocket at the back. So I just inked that edge a little bit here before I closed it up. So if you just open, have your paper like this, open it up like this, and then just give it a little bit of a ink there, or however you want to do it. I'm just using some vintage photo here this time. Okay, and then I'm just going to run into the next room and I'm going to stitch. I'm going to open it up and stitch along that whole edge that I just inked there. Then I'm going to fold it up and then I'm going to stitch, not this edge because this is the edge I want open, but I'm going to stitch around the rest. So I'll start here and go all the way around and come back here. So start and stop. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so I stitched that side and then I folded it up and I stitched around the whole thing, and then I inked around the edges and I'm ready to go now. So I'm just going to use my Faith Basics toolbox again to decorate, and if you haven't seen these before, it's just a group of different types of embellishments, all faith based, and there's all kinds of like notebook covers and bookmarks and journaling cards and tea cards and Scrabble tiles and flashcards and index cards, and here's a bunch of tickets and tags and Beatitude ID cards, stamps, circles, word strips, all kinds of stuff. Anyways, so the premise is that you can just take whatever kit that you're working with and you can add these to the kit. They're all fairly neutral based, and you can turn your project into a faith-based project. So that's what I'm doing here. So I already picked a little assortment of a few things that I might use here. So these ones I put lace on, and I thought this one looked a little more masculine. So I had this little piece of packing paper, so I thought I might just maybe stick that on instead of some lace on this one. So I'm just gonna give it a bit of glue here. There we go. Just kind of stick that on, kind of run it over the edge there. I think I'm just gonna squish it down a little bit with a punch and just let it sit for a second just to get that to adhere. Okay, that's a little bit dry now. And I'm just going to, this is one of the Sepia 1800 portraits. I put them in kind of a Polaroid frame and put a torn edge here. And they all have different Bible verses on them. So I really like those. So I'm going to put one of those right on the cover here. I guess I did that with the other two as well. I really like these portraits. I think I'm going to tuck the chimney underneath, so I'm going to just stick that in. This is just one of my tickets. I folded it in half, inked around the edges, and I'm just going to use this for my chimney here. So I'll just tuck that in between. And there we go. So there's the cover. I may add something to that still, maybe stamping or something else. So inside, let's see what I've got here. I've been doing kind of a little bit of a collage with the other ones, just doing a piece of journaling and a little bit of just a little bit. Oh yeah, I was gonna stick this maybe on here as well. Strength, I like that. All right, I could put it on the side. I'll think about that for a minute. So maybe on the back, I could put a pocket. Too many choices. I can also do that, or I can do that inside maybe. I might just do those like that on the inside here. These are my mini journal card, or mini index cards rather. I really like these. I can use these for so many things. I did print on the back of these ones, but that's all right. I used one of my distressed background pages for that. So I like that. I maybe need a label or something on there. I think I like that as a pocket on this side, so I'm going to use this postcard for a pocket. The bottom there, it's kind of a juxtaposition having kind of the vintage 1800 Polaroid type things with the steampunk stuff, but I kind of like that. I'll wait until it dries. I don't know, that might be a slightly too big there. I could put that in, maybe. Just give it a minute to dry first. Teach me your way, O Lord. I think I'm actually gonna stick that on there. I like that. This is just part of a tea card. I used the other part for something else. But these ones have really bold words on them. So I really like that. That looks good. I think on this chimney I was just gonna put a couple of staples just for kind of the steampunky look there. Let's see what else. This is just a little kind of one of the banners and just kind of a little notch thing. So maybe I'll stick that in there. The top here. These are really fun to decorate with because everything is just sort of, I don't know, it just kind of goes together, and you just kind of, you know, grab out a few things and just sort of start putting things here and there, and it's just a little bit of a relaxing way to decorate. I think I'll put that right there. Don't overthink it too much. He will never leave, or he will never forsake me, rather. So there, and then on the back, I've got this file folder. I could do that for like a little, kind of a little flip. I might do that. I think I like that idea, and then maybe do I want to do it like I'll maybe leave it open for a pocket. If you want to, you know, put something on and you're not sure if you should make it into a pocket or a tuck or not, you might as well put the possibility there, and if you don't use it, you don't use it, but if you use it, then it's there. So this one has a top tuck as well as the inside here. There. Now inside here, I don't know, I think that one's going to be a little too tight, so I'll have to put something else there. I could just do that. Actually, that looks kind of nice. I like that. And here, can do, maybe I'll just put this on the front here, front of my file folder. Just put it on straight this time. And probably want something where I can just sort of keep that closed. I don't have this one yet on a place. I could put it somewhere like that. Could even put it part way in like that. Or here, but I've got that sticking out there now. Don't want to cover up my verse. I think I'm just going to put it down at the bottom here. Cover up a bit more of my packaging, but that's all right. Strength. Just have to hold it for a minute here on this packaging. It's a little bit rough and my glue is not really quickly drying glue. So there's the front, and there's the inside. A little pocket there, a little tuck here as well, so you could actually just put something there as well. Just have this little thing, I can just kind of stick that up there if I wanted to, or this could be my closure here. What do I want to do? I want to wrap this around like that. Yeah, I think I'll try that, see how that works. So it'll be kind of a decorative element, but also a closure for my file folder. So I'll just glue a little bit here. I may have to trim that off a little bit because I think that's going to be maybe a little bit too long this way. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll look good. I might just maybe trim a little bit more and then just maybe trim the corners off a little bit. I could have rounded the corners if I would have thought about it sooner, but I think that looks good. Yeah, perfect. Let's put a little bit of ink on there. Just another little design element. So there we go, and then this opens up like this. Of course, I can decorate or put different things in there as well. Does this fit in here? I could actually, yeah, I could actually stick that in there for like a pocket little thing. And maybe I'll just put a couple of stamps on just to add just a little extra touch here. What have I got here? I just have a couple on my desk here, so I'll just use what I have here. Maybe I'll stamp on there, reserved. That looks kind of neat. Just have a little number here. Maybe I'll put that on my file. That looks good. Got a little circle. Just bring that out here like that. Yep. I like how that looks. What else do I have? I have a little tiny circle. I'm not even sure what's written on here. Just some numbers, I think. That looks good, just to tie that together there. Maybe I'll even put another one there. That looks good. And do I want, maybe I'll just do a little bit more, just to add a little bit more interest to the front of this file folder there. There we go. So there we go. I like that. I'll probably add just a little bit maybe to the file folder at the back at some point, but there's my house. And there's my inside, little pocket, a little clip thing here. And there's a pocket at the back here and a file folder with little closure there. I'll stick something in there. And then I've also got my little pocket on the side here. So I can stick, what do I have? I have my envelope here on the other one, and I have a ID card with a little folder in there. So I can stick something like that in one of these. Maybe I'll stick this ID card in there. And there we go. So I like how that turned out. So if you like that project, the bases are really easy to make. You can take any kind of digital that you want as the base. And if you don't already have the Faith toolbox, go over and check over on Coffee and check it out. I have individual kits for very inexpensive, and then I have bundles. I have bundle A, which is 10 kits, bundle B, which is the second 10 kits, bundle C, which is all 20 of the kits put together. That's the best value. And then I've also got 3 Faith Basics Plus kits that are a little bit more involved, that I have them separate, and I have those as well in a bundle. So go check that out if you're interested, and go over to Coffee and follow me. I put things there that I don't put on YouTube. Sometimes I have freebies pop up here and there. So come follow me on Coffee, and thanks. Blessings.